Welcome back to the Overheard Podcast, recorded live in Banff. My name is Daniel Ruda. With me always is Matty Rage behind the click clackers. He's doing the editing. Thank you, doing a great job down there, buddy. Hope all is well. If it's your first time joining us, please don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. We find it fluctuates between episodes. 70, 80, sometimes 90% of our viewers are joining us for the first time. So if that's you, do us a favor. Costs you nothing, helps us tremendously, putting out more community-based episodes like this one. And boy, are we talking about a community event today. Our guest is Kasey Nolan, Banff-based musician, independent promoter, and founder of Beauty in Chaos Production. For more than a decade, he has helped create space for punk, metal, and alternative music in the Bow Valley, organizing shows and connecting local artists with bands from across Alberta and beyond. He's also the founder of Canmore AMPfest, an all-ages festival at Arts Place built to showcase the range, energy, and community behind alternative music, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Thank you so much for joining us, Kasey. What's been happening?
The festival. It's been a lot of work so far, and it's gonna be until it's over.
For sure, you've been busy organizing. How long does it take you to put something like this together?
We usually start planning like 6 to 8 months in advance.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, I mean things don't really get happening until like a few months before.
Yeah.
But no, we need to get on it pretty quick, and the more time that we have, the better it comes out, because after the last one, like I always have the bands in mind.
For sure.
I always have a few names in mind every year, and if they can do it, great. If they can't, well, then I always have a lot of other people.
Nice, man. You got to keep a whole bunch of bands stacked. How many we got this year? We got 14 this year?
We got 14 acts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too far into it first because we got to check in with our sponsors. This episode can't be possible without Drink Shaft, so we'll be right back with you in just a second here. When it's summer in the Bow Valley, early isn't optional. First light on the fairway, glassy water at the shoreline, that first warm hit of sun that tells you the day is yours. But there's a difference between showing up and doing it right, and that, my friends, is Drink Shaft. Cold, nitro-infused, non-alcoholic, it's the Bow Valley's #1 grab-and-go cold brew. So start early and do the day right with Drink Shaft. Let's get right back into it. Before the festival, before all this stuff, who are you, Kasey, kind of behind the music? What do you like to do outside of AMPfest?
Well, I've been living in Banff for the last 21 years.
Yeah, man, long time.
Yeah, I went to high school here. I've been working at the Keg for quite a while. That's
You still there?
Yeah.
That's wild,
still there.
Man. That's crazy.
And they haven't gotten too sick of me yet, so shout out to my Keg crew.
Shout out to the Caribou Keg, man. Lots of OG Banff residents working there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're awesome.
Man.
And it's been a great place to work. I've got no reason to go anywhere else, as long as they tolerate me.
That's great, man. We were just talking with Chef Tracy Little a couple of days ago, and you got to find yourself a good place to work in the Bow Valley. That's #1, or else you're constantly looking for something new.
I also. I'm also just a huge music fan. I'm a gamer. I'm a cosplayer. I go to Calgary Expo and OdaFest every year. I'm just a general nerd. That's just my life.
I would say active in the community, man.
Yeah, active in the community.
What a cool way to go out and meet people that are like-minded, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially those internet spaces tend to be quite isolated online. Cool that you make the push to go and meet people and do things in real life, man.
Yeah.
That's honestly super cool. What first pulled you towards alternative music, heavy metal? What do you call it? Like a finger style? What's your style of music that you play?
Acoustic finger style.
Finger style. What?
And I mean, I also play drums with my band.
Yeah.
Too, but
what drew you towards these styles of music? How did you develop this taste?
Well, I have to give most of that credit to my older sister. I mean, when I was younger, and like trying to discover what kind of music I was into, she gave me a bunch of her old punk CDs, like Blink-182, Rancid, the Give 'Em the Boot collection. She gave me a bunch of that stuff.
Nice.
And it just kind of went from there. I developed my tastes more into bands like Twisted Sister and Motley Crue. Kiss was my favorite band for a long time.
Sick.
Yeah. And then I discovered Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Megadeth, and my tastes just went heavier from there.
Honestly, when I discovered Black Sabbath as a teenager, I was blown away by the year that stuff came out. Like, that was shattering people's minds at the time.
Their debut album for 1970 was insane.
It's crazy, right?
That title track, Black Sabbath, with the thunder and the rain in the beginning, and then that tritone riff is like the heaviest thing
that had
ever come out.
Yeah.
And people were like accusing these guys of being
for sure, man.
like, wait, no. They were just a bunch of factory workers and who wanted to make some music and had a very different idea of what it could be.
Okay, since we're kind of on the topic, most people have like kind of metalheads or alternative music lovers painted as these like angry or mean people. I know from experience that that's not the case. Yeah. What's your take on the whole thing, and what would you tell someone out there if they think someone dressed in a vest like that might be unapproachable?
There's bad eggs in every bunch.
Yeah, fair.
It doesn't matter what culture you're from.
It's true.
There's gonna be bad people. But
you're right.
For the most part, most of the metalheads I've ever met have been super chill, open-minded, very respectful individuals. As long as you're respectful of them, they'll be respectful of you. And they have a very wide taste in music. Most of them, especially me, like a lot of different styles, and I won't judge you based on what you like as long as you're nice about it too.
100%, man. Honestly, metalheads tend to have this hard facade on the outside.
Oh, for sure.
But super welcoming scene, like especially for people that want to get into it and that want to experience it for the first time. A great place to start is Canmore AMPfest, let me tell you. Which came first for you? Was it Beauty and Chaos production, or was it your own musical career? What came first, the chicken or the egg there?
Well, I've been playing music way longer than I've been promoting. I started playing music back in junior high band class. That's how I got involved in that. And then I started playing guitar and started writing my own music. And I've been doing the fingerstyle thing for a lot longer than I've actually been playing in bands.
Sweet. What was your first instrument that you learned in music class, man?
Drums.
Drums, yes.
And that's what I'm playing with my band, too.
Dope, dude. So long history of playing drums.
Yeah, guitar came after the drums. After the drums, right.
And then promoting came after. What prompted you to start Beauty and Chaos? Was it just out of necessity of wanting to play shows in the Bow Valley?
Originally, my friend's band from Calgary, they were going on a tour, and they asked me if I could get them a show here. And I said, no promises, I'm not sure, I'll ask a few venues, see what they say.
Yeah.
And then we ended up actually getting a show at the Aurora.
Nice.
When they still existed. That was a long time ago.
That's...
And that show went off really well. We had Arsenal and Hellborn Death Engines. Those two bands were on tour together, so that's who we had.
Nice.
There were no local bands available at the time, so it was just the two of them.
Fair.
And we put on a great show. And people were asking when I was going to do another one, and I said I wasn't sure if I was going to. I thought it was going to be just a one-off thing, to help my friends. And I didn't end up doing another show for over a year until I eventually got contacted from some other people I know asking for a show. And I said, all right, I'll give it another shot.
Nice.
And then you just kind of went from there. I just kept doing it.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Where does the name come from?
Originally, I didn't have a name for it.
Yeah.
I literally just called myself Kasey Nolan Productions. Mm-hmm. About a year and a half into it is when I came up with the name Beauty and Chaos. And it came from the fact that a lot of people, like, as you said before, there's a lot of misinterpretation with this kind of music.
For sure.
And a lot of people think it's just very chaotic, and yeah, absolutely it can be. It can be very chaotic. But it can also be very beautiful.
For sure.
So I came up with the name Beauty and Chaos Productions because if you come to one of my shows, hopefully you can find the beauty in the chaos.
It's a perfect analogy, man. Honestly, great name for your style of music's production company. I got to tip my hat to you there. For those hearing about AMPfest for the first time, what's going on there? Give us a little bit of background of how this idea came to be.
Well, AMPfest originally started because Jeremy from Arts Place, his son was in a band in Montreal, and they were going on tour.
Nice.
And he asked his dad if he could get him a show because they wanted to come through the Bow Valley.
Yeah.
So Jeremy approached my buddy Rafi, who was the stage manager and sound tech for AMPfest.
That guy does insane work. If you've ever seen him work behind the scenes, this guy single-handedly pulls off some of the biggest shows. Big shout out.
Rafi is a professional in every sense of the word.
I would agree with you there. Sure. Absolutely.
And I'm so happy that he's been the guy that I've been working with for this, because I wouldn't ask for anyone else.
For sure.
So Jeremy asked Rafi, because they knew each other and they worked together, if he knew any bands or if he knew anyone who could help out to organize a show for his son's band. They were called Gasm, and
Cool.
And Rafi contacted me because I was the guy who's been doing this for a while, and we've known each other for a long time. Rafi had done sound for several of my shows in the past. I've worked with Rafi, I've worked with Gary, I've worked with a few other people on these, but Rafi was the main guy that I would go to.
Yeah.
So we've had a long-standing friendship for quite a while now. So we had been talking, just kind of joking about how cool it would be for there to be a festival like this in the Bow Valley, because there'd never been anything like that before.
You guys are pretty much pioneering this scene in the Bow Valley. There's always been kind of one-off shows here and there. Big shout out to Figgy, who also kind of does shows in this realm, or did do shows in this realm.
He did. He's retired from that now, but he's still.
I heard. I'm taking it as taking a break. Is what
we'll
told
me. me and Jerry have been kind of
Jerry and Puck Nights
pushing him.
Oh, you've been pushing him to get back into it.
Oh, kind of.
Nice.
Kind of a little bit. Yeah.
Because you guys have built this scene in Bow Valley. Honestly, it takes people willing to dedicate their time and their energy. To have these stages for people to play on.
Yeah, right? full respect to Figgy. We've been friends for a while.
Shout out to Figgy, dude.
Yeah, shout out to Figgy. He's been doing what he's been doing, and he's doing it. You know.
I just want to give him his props.
Yeah,
for sure. You know what I'm saying?
And as much as I'd love to see him get back into it, you know, me and Jerry have been continuing to carry that torch.
Absolutely, man. You guys have been doing a great job.
But as far as AMPfest, how it started, originally Jeremy just wanted to do this one show.
For sure.
And me and Rafi had been joking about how cool it would be for there to be a music festival in this town. And so he suggested that to me. He said, Jeremy wants to do a show, but why don't we do a full-on festival? And so we did that. So we put Jeremy's band on this festival, and we got 9 other bands, and we did a 10-band festival.
Heck yeah,
back in 2019.
That's what I respect, man, is people that put thoughts into action. So don't just talk about doing cool stuff. It's actually following through and doing the cool stuff. I respect that tremendously, brother.
We had an idea, and we did it, and Jeremy was down for it.
And now, how many years have we been doing this?
We're going into year 5 now.
Year 5, and now we got 14 bands of all different styles. So we got some acoustic, some punk, some hardcore, some pretty heavy stuff. We got the Ducks, we got the youth getting involved this year. Why is that important to you, to involve multiple different styles and multiple age ranges and keep it all ages?
Metal and punk is a very diverse culture.
For sure.
Musically, stylistically. It's not just for one type of person. It's for anyone who wants to get involved. It's not just music. It's a community.
Yeah, man.
And I wanna portray that in my shows, which is why I don't want it to be just a metal festival or just a punk fest, or I want it to be all of these different genres that can all coexist under one universal umbrella, and that's how it is. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that either, that there's a lot of diversity in this culture.
100%.
And it's very important for me that the youth get involved in it too, because they're the new generation of fans.
Dude, shout out the Ducks, man. These guys are
they're 15 and they rock.
So sick.
Yeah, my band was involved in that Battle of the Bands that was at the Canmore Collegiate earlier this year.
Yeah.
And the Ducks were there. The winners of that, Prevailum, they're also on AMPfest this year.
Dope.
And they have some underage members. So we have 2 bands on the bill that are youth bands, and they are both awesome.
That's great.
And they beat us, and no hard feelings.
Big shout out, man.
We figured it would happen.
Healthy competition is good
it's
among
good.
bands, man. Like, I don't know. I love that you mentioned the community aspect, because I think that's the coolest part about having the different genres, is bringing people together and then exposing them to different types of music. I got the chance to go to a festival last year that I probably wouldn't have went to, the Canmore Folk Fest.
Yeah.
I had never been. It was my first time. And talking about being exposed to different types of music, new bands, it's the best way to do it is live. I feel it's the truest experience. It's so much fun. And honestly, this supports a really good cause too, right?
Live music is always a way different experience than listening to something pre-recorded,
100%.
And that's why I do it, because I know plenty of people who say that they don't really listen to this kind of music like regularly.
Yeah.
But they like going to the shows for the energy and just the people and the everything about it. It's just so much greater.
I think I would fall into that category myself. Yeah. Like, I do dip into certain metal genres and some heavier stuff on occasion, but like, I went to Rise Against because it's like, I like being like that atmosphere, and the live show is insane. Am I listening?
Yeah, I was at Rise Against too. It was awesome. It was my first time seeing them.
Honestly, not as many older songs as I had expected. It was definitely geared towards the younger crowd.
The newer fans, probably.
But again, that's like not what I expected, and it was a great experience either way. You know what I mean? So, tons of bands, get out there. How can people get tickets?
Tickets for AMPfest are available at the Arts Place website.
Cool. Arts Place website?
And they will also be selling them at the door too.
And they're quite affordable for a marathon of alternative music. We got over, 12 hours of music or 11 hours of music coming up?
Yeah. From 1 p.m. to midnight.
That's wild.
And we have 14 bands, and it's only $40 for the day.
Wild.
$20 for youth tickets, so half price for the kids.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right on.
And it is all ages. The AMPfest is licensed for, so if you want to, you can, but be respectful, and be respectful of those who don't, because sobriety is cool.
So cool.
You can absolutely have fun and be sober, and
I do it all the time.
I do it quite regularly too.
Yeah, man. Okay, what's the best part?
I don't need that to have fun.
What's the best part about going to a show and not is I never had money for merch before. Now every show I go to,
you have money for merch.
I get merch, and now I can remember the experience with a sick piece of merch that I can wear around and kind of show off. Hey, I've been to this tour. I've been to this show. Or I support this local band or that local band.
Exactly. Whenever you go to a show, buy a t-shirt, support the bands. It's the best way to do it.
100%. So, how would you convince someone to check out AMPfest if they've never been, if it's their first time?
As I said before, there's a lot of diversity. Mm-hmm. And even if you don't like one particular band that might be on the bill, you'll probably find something else. As long as you're an open-minded person. You need to be creatively open-minded to appreciate it.
I would agree.
And you have to at least have some appreciation for rock music in general.
Absolutely.
If you're strictly just a country fan, this is probably not the place for you.
Yeah, fair enough.
But if you're open-minded, which we do have a lot of diversity, we do have an electronic act on the bill this year. We do have Kyle Pullen, who's an amazing fingerstyle guitar player.
Sick. So slowing it down and picking it up.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit of both.
We're starting it off with the softer, more alternative
Yeah,
stuff.
of course. And then
And
bringing it up.
it's going to ramp up in intensity as the night goes along this year. That's how we're doing it.
Honestly, I would expect nothing less
Yeah.
from a great curator like yourself and
Yeah.
Rafi. I'm sure you guys got a sick day planned.
Our
for us.
headliners are definitely the heaviest band of the bill, but
Nice.
they're at the end of the night.
Yeah, if you know, there's plenty of
And
great
they're
stuff.
they're awesome. I'm super stoked Eye of Horus is on the bill this year because I have been asking them since year one.
Yeah.
And they've always been down, but could never make it work with their schedule. This year, they finally said yes.
Nice. Well, congrats.
And
for
they're one of my favorite Alberta bands. I think they're one of the best in our scene.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you heard her here. Get out there. Get your tickets now. If you're an Arts Fest or an Arts Place member, you also get discounted tickets. So
true.
Another great way to support another great local organization.
And Indigenous people get 50% off for Arts Place events.
Amazing. There
Yeah.
you go. So plenty of accessible live music this summer. AMPfest being one of them. Kasey, when the last band finishes, the last note's played, and your job is kind of technically done, what's the first thought that usually enters your head?
Well, when it comes to AMPfest, my job is not done after the last band because we have to tear down.
Yeah.
We have to make sure everyone goes home happy.
Uh-huh.
But my first thought after the last band ramps up has always been, what an amazing night that was.
I love it.
And we get a lot of people saying the same thing. After 4 years of doing the festival, going into year 5, we have not had a single bad review. All of the bands have said positive things. There've been, it's a big festival and it's a long day, it's a hard day. There's always a few hiccups that happen along the way, but we get it dealt with.
It wouldn't be a festival without a couple of hiccups.
Yeah, there's always stuff that happens during the festival that we got to deal with, but it always ends up being a success.
For sure, man. Or else there wouldn't be another edition, right?
Exactly. If Arts Place didn't want to keep doing this, then they wouldn't keep doing this.
100%.
And they have personally told me that they understand and appreciate what this festival does for the community, and that's why they continue to do it. And it's a very important event.
100%, man. So get out there and support it. One last one for you, Kasey. How do you hope the audience feels when they leave AMPfest? The ones that have, put in the marathon, start to finish. How do you hope they leave feeling?
There's definitely a few of those hardcore fans who come for the first band and stay till the end.
Let's go.
Those are the kind of people I truly appreciate.
Yeah.
But we have people who show up for the first half or they show up for the second half.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because they don't want to do 11 hours of music. It's a lot. It's a lot for sure.
Yeah, man.
But for the ones who do stay till the end, I always see smiles on their faces, even if they're exhausted.
Yeah.
They always come out saying that was amazing.
Nice, man.
And the people who go there and they're moshing and they're having a good time that's really what I love to see. Because that's another common misconception with mosh pits is that a lot of people think that they're just aggressive and that people want, but that's not true.
Let's break it down. What is it all about?
It's not about It's about having fun.
Absolutely not.
If someone falls down,
They pick 'em
you
up.
pick them up.
Yep.
Exactly. And if someone is intentionally,
They're not there long.
they're not there long. No, that has happened at a couple shows I've been to, but
We talked about earlier, bad eggs.
Yeah. Luckily, not at AMPfest. Everyone's really cool at AMPfest.
More of a community vibe.
We've never had any real problems with people at AMPfest.
And that goes to show just the nature
Yeah.
of the people that are into this kind of music.
Yeah.
Tough on the outside, usually hearts of gold on the inside.
Absolutely. And especially at an all ages event, it's extra important that you be respectful of everyone else.
100%. We
Yeah.
love respect.
Because AMPfest is meant to be a safe, inclusive space for all people to experience the music and the culture. We don't tolerate racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, any of that bigotry. We don't tolerate it. So if you're planning on coming to our festival with that kind of attitude, don't. Stay home.
Same with the Overheard podcast. We don't condone any of that. So, yeah, you heard it here first. AMPfest coming up. Get your tickets now. You can always get tickets at the door, but you can save a little bit by also supporting Arts Place in Canmore. Any closing thoughts you want to share with us, Kasey? Anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah, I want to do, while we're here, I want to do a shout out to our sponsors and collaborators. Besides, obviously, Beauty and Chaos Productions, who puts it on every year. This year we also got Jerry and Banff Punk Night. They've been
Big shout out.
They've been a huge supporter, and they've been doing their punk shows at the Pump and Tap once a month for over a year, which is awesome that they're doing that.
Did you know that we have an episode with Jerry as well?
I did.
Go check that out too. If you haven't yet and you're in this type of music, go check out Jerry Punk Night's episode. We had a blast.
Jerry's definitely one of the guys to pay attention to in the scene. If you're into this and you want to go to shows and be updated on shows, Jerry's one of the guys for sure.
100%.
We also have Heavy Metal: A Way of Life from Calgary. They are co-promoters this year, and they've done an amazing job of putting the word out in the city, and we're expecting a pretty good crowd from the city coming down for the festival because of them. So
big shout out.
We're very excited to have them be part of it, and they're going to be coming out. They're going to be supporting as well.
Let's go.
So you'll see their faces there. So if you don't know them, you're going to know them soon.
Right on.
And of course, we have the Pro Image, who made our high-quality posters that you've been seeing around town.
Big shout-out.
Yep, and Defending Awesome.
Yo, big shout-out, Defending Awesome.
Big shout-out. Defending Awesome and Jim Kwan. He's been making our buttons, our stickers. Ever since year one, he's been doing it, so he's been a long-time supporter of the festival.
And guess what? They also make our merch. So big shout-out, Defending Awesome, our second community partner. Can't thank them enough. They help support this show. They help bring episodes like this. And honestly, Jim is such a dude. Has his toes in sponsoring lots of things in the community.
He's such a dude for sure.
Yeah, big shout out. If it's your first time joining us, please don't forget to give us a little like and subscribe. Costs you nothing, helps us tremendously, bringing you more community episodes like this, more conversations about the place we love, Banff, Canmore, the Bow Valley, all the fun events that we got going on. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for coming in and chatting. Kasey, I'm glad we can get this done, man. We know each other for a long time.
Yep.
And, yeah, man, support local music. That's all I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we go, can we get to see you next Tuesday?
See you next Tuesday. Except it's actually Saturday.
The festival is on Saturday.
The festival's on Saturday.
But we will see you next Tuesday.
Yes.
Peace.